Wonder is directed by April Mullen, and it wrapped production during the height of COVID in 2020. In spite of not being a big studio movie, there are some A-listers involved, such as Aaron Eckhart, Tommy Lee Jones, Heather Graham, and Katheryn Winnick. Eckhart plays Arthur Bretnick, a mentally unstable private investigator hired to solve the death of a young girl in a small town called Wonder. Bretnick is a bit of a conspiracy theorist and thinks this case is part of a big cover-up connected to his family's death. The movie has a sort of Coen Brothers vibe, but in a New Mexico scenario, and I think the core of the story is the answer to the following question. What happens when a paranoid man stumbles upon a real conspiracy? For most of its runtime, the narrative structure is based upon following one lead after the other. A little piece of information carries Bretnick to the next scene, and so on. Sort of a classic detective movie. I haven't seen Aaron Eckhart on screen for a while, but I have to say he does a fine job here. And Tommy Lee Jones' character balances out perfectly. It's like a subtle combination of a crazy character and a not-so-crazy character. But they're both crazy anyway. Since we see everything from Bretnick's perspective, we experience firsthand this feeling of confusion fueled by an intentionally scrambled narrative. As an audience, we become just as paranoid as the main characters. On the downside, I have a bit of an issue with some minor moments during the whole investigation process, when things get a bit too obvious. As if the movie becomes afraid that we might not be able to follow the plot properly. In its own special way, the movie tries to tackle the way the United States treats indigenous people, poor people, immigrants, and minorities in general. It's actually something really noteworthy, because most of us wouldn't expect it from a movie like this. Wonder lays the basics of a film noir, but in a completely different landscape. And there's a rare beauty in the way the movie becomes crazier scene after scene, even though this might not be everybody's cup of tea. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you guys as always for watching. You can catch Wonder in several digital platforms such as Apple TV, Google Play, Amazon Prime, and if you do so, please feel free to return to this video and just leave your comments below. I will continue doing both Spanish and English reviews on my channel, so if you would like to subscribe, that would actually be awesome. And hopefully, I'll see you next time.